An election is won or lost on voter turnout. Voter turnout is so important. I think that is obvious and that should be clear. We have seen recent elections in other parts of the world, like the one in Britain, where voter turnout completely changed the results. Okay, so obviously in Kenya, voter turnout is going to be a crucial issue. Now, both sides of the political divide have addressed this issue and have really focused on this issue from very early on in the campaigns. Yeah, normally voter turnout is supposed to be the last-minute thing. You know, after you've campaigned, after you've given all your speeches, you've given all your blueprints, you've done everything. Now, last minute is when you talk about voter turnout, just on the eve of the elections. But what has happened in Kenya is that we started talking about voter turnout very early on. Okay. As early as 2 months ago, people were already talking very seriously about voter turnout. Okay, now I want us to examine in this recording the position as far as the two major political forces are concerned. Now, Jubilee had a very big advantage in the last election because there's the ICC emotions. They were riding on the ICC cases and the emotions surrounding them. Yeah, so voter turnout was virtually automatic. However, this time they don't have the ICC cases in their corner. And we have been seeing in the campaigns, they've been struggling to get another issue to really get voters emotional enough, driven, to turn up and vote. However, this time NASA seem to have an edge. They are lucky because the kind of emotions running through NASA voters are the kind that will get them to the polling stations early, are the kind that will get them very determined to vote in the polling station. Yeah, actually, most of the people on the NASA side will be voting a protest vote against Jubilee. Okay, I've covered that in previous recordings, and I think most of you understand what a protest vote is. It's a vote whereby you don't necessarily like the candidate so much. Yeah, you're not necessarily driven so much by the candidate as being driven by a protest. You want to vote this particular government out of power. You're very determined to vote them out. That is the issue, and a lot of it hinges around the economic situation, current economic situation in Kenya, the current hardships a lot of Kenyan voters are facing, and NASA have cleverly managed to convince voters and link the current troubles they have in the current hardships to the Jubilee government. Okay, so there'll be a lot of emotions driving NASA voters, and I don't think they'll need much of a nudge to go and vote. Okay, that is a position. Of course, it could change tomorrow, but that's the position as of now, as I speak, on the 2nd day of July 2017. The elections are, of course, just over a month away, but as I always keep on saying, in politics, a day is a long time, a week, it could be a lifetime, and a whole month plus could be many generations. So anything can happen. But as of now, that is the situation. NASA will have an edge in terms of driving people to the polling stations to be able to vote on that D-Day. This is Kumekucha. Until next time.